In November 2003, Edexcel, the UK's largest awarding body and part of Pearson, the world's leading education company, began a major initiative to improve the examinations process in the UK.
We guarantee the rite of passage for students. It's so important that we deliver every time without fail.
The sheer volume of paperwork and random errors had turned traditional exam marking into a bureaucratic and logistical nightmare. Delays and lost scripts between schools and colleges had become the scourge of the awarding bodies.
We have had, over the years, as many schools have, situations where exam papers have been lost, and that's led to a great deal of confusion and frustration on everybody's part.
Edexcel, the largest of them all, was feeling the heat.
After the introduction of Curriculum 2000, which increased the amount of testing that was done quite significantly, it put an awful amount of pressure on the awarding bodies to deliver the examination results.
Right, would you put your pens down now, please? Stop writing. Close your booklets.
The key challenge was to find a way to provide a slimmer, more efficient examination system. By the end of 2003, with technological support from the Pearson Group, Edexcel went full speed into the E-age. The company tapped into Pearson's tried and tested world of on-screen script marking, becoming the first in the UK to launch the electronic multi-scanning system known as ePen in November of that year. Since that time, the volume of scripts processed by ePen has steadily increased from 40,000 in 2003 to 3 million in 2005. The goal is to move the process forward more than fourfold to a projected 12.5 million scripts in 2007.
It's very stable, it's very secure. We've used it with huge success here in the UK.
ePen has transformed the examinations process in the UK, and Edexcel has worked with teachers and examiners at every step to develop a system they enjoy working with. Delivering paperless electronic scripts, it's cut out the dangers and delays of posting hard copies to and from examiners.
We can obviously mark much more scripts, much more student responses in the time we've got to do that.
It's also speeded up the exams process, allowing results to be posted more quickly.
It gives you objective assessment, it takes away subjectivity, it's more accurate.
New technology has given Edexcel wings to modernise, providing the springboard for a host of even smarter systems and applications.
Our centres are now gearing up for the delivery of DIDA, this new innovative suite of ICT qualifications.
In a world rapidly being transformed by e-learning, this programme takes a behind-the-scenes look at how the UK's biggest awarding body is moving the examinations process forward, bringing high technology into the script and beginning a journey that'll shape the course of examinations and assessment in the 21st century.
It's very revolutionary, but it's only the first step in transforming the way in which we run examinations.
It's early summer, peak exam season in the UK. Students at Dagenham Park School in Essex are finishing off their crucial GCSE science exams.
Okay, you may begin. Good luck.
All of us have taken similar traditional pen and paper exams at primary or secondary level. But with technology advancing, Edexcel has been developing new ways of testing and assessing students to deliver better results more quickly.
It's obviously going to be the way that things are moving forward in the future as far as examinations are concerned. Stop writing, close your booklets.
As recently as 2 years ago, these scripts would have been sent by post to examiners around the country. But today, Exams Officer Mark Wheatley is shipping all of them to one central location, Edexcel's digital scanning operations at Hellaby in South Yorkshire. They're to be encrypted and forwarded electronically for marking. It's an innovation he welcomes.
Yeah, most certainly, definitely. With it going to one place as well, it's a big advantage to us really there. We're not obviously chasing around the country trying to find out where different things are.
Outside, it looks like a regular warehouse. Inside, packed with the latest digital technology and under 24-hour guard, Hellaby's operations centre is a round-the-clock script processing hub unlike any other on the British Isles. It's Tuesday morning, the day after the end of half-term. Processing manager Martin O'Hara is heading for a busy day at the Hellaby Operations Centre.
The situation has been working for 2 weeks, just for your info, but in theory today we're clear to zero the last 2 weeks, because last week was half term, so no exams were sat, so we've caught up everything. So today in effect is a brand new day for us, which is why there's nothing on the shelves.
Martin and his staff are preparing for the arrival of more than 150,000 scripts. Today will be one of their most intense, and it's Martin's job to keep things top-notch.
We've just taken the first delivery of the day of examination papers. So the parcel force just arrives at our loading bay. We've unloaded the pallets and now we're sorting into examination time. The prime responsibility of Hellaby is to scan documents so that we can do the electronic marking online. So we capture that document image so that the markers can mark.
Once delivery of scripts is complete, the data is encrypted into subjects and loaded onto the system by a battery of electronic scanners, built and customised by Pearson and scanning at some 3,000 scripts per hour.
This year we're going to scan, for the summer series alone, for the traditional May and June exams, we're going to scan 2.9 million, approximately 30 million sheets of paper, and we'll have finished scanning and predominantly finished marking by early July, much faster than the traditional marking process.
Barcodes and a unique candidate number allow each script to be tracked at every phase of the process. So the system knows how many scripts are expected, where they are, and whom they belong to. By simply zapping the barcode, the forklift driver, for example, knows exactly where to put the pallet containing the scripts. Onboard computers allow him to maintain contact with the warehouse management system.
The warehouse management system itself enables us to map the whole warehouse by rack or by bulk location. So in the bulk storage, in the back of the warehouse, we have slots available for each pallet. The appropriate stock is placed in the pallet and then put away. On the racks, where we keep the smaller and more manageable exams, is exactly the same.
During the peak exam period, into the early hours of the morning and round the clock, more than 100 staff are always on call here. By the end of the summer, this automated booking-in system, also known as the Hobbit, will have stored nearly 70 terabytes of data on an enormous hard drive, about what you'd store on some 200,000 CDs. All this information collected in one database will eventually be made accessible to teachers, students and parents who want to get feedback on exam results.
So if you see harp or clarinet, you award it the mark. If you see violin, organ, woodwind, cello or anything like that, then that doesn't get the mark.
With most of the scripts now available electronically, a massive marking operation is swinging into action.
The question that we're going to be doing is 142603 question 6A.2. Please make sure you're on the correct one, and supervisors, can you ensure that the team are on the right item? Okay?
Over the next month, this huge team, mostly teachers, former tutors and university students, will be based in London. They'll mark thousands of exam scripts on the ePen system.
The ePen system has a number of advantages. First of all, it takes out the routine administration, going to the post office, opening parcels, checking off the scripts against an attendance register, totalling up the marks once you've actually marked the script, posting them off again. All that's removed.
By the end of the exam season, the work being done here would have influenced the lives of students in possibly every street in England. But these markers will have no way of knowing which candidate the scripts relate to.
Basically, you can't tell which candidate it is because everything bar the front page has been scanned in and made visible to these guys. They only see a little clip at a time. It will ensure confidentiality throughout.
Back at Hellaby, Martin O'Hara and his crew have been on the job for 6 hours and more than 18,000 scripts have been processed.
What we have now is we have full reconciliation of all examination papers all the way through the process. So we know what we've got in the building, we know we've booked it all in, we know exactly where it's stored. If a centre rings up with any query, for example, we can actually go straight to their packet.
With digitalised images of thousands of exam scripts now in the system, the hard copies are stacked in boxes, ready to be shipped to Edexcel's other operations centre at Blundell Street, near London's King's Cross. Scripts that won't scan for any reason are taken out and marked as exceptions.
We know exactly where they are, exactly which exception envelope they are, and again that information is transmitted down to our colleagues in London so they know that's going to be coming and they can prime examiners to mark in the traditional route for those exceptions.
Staff at Blundell Street ensure every candidate receives a result. From here, missing scripts or coursework marks are traced back to schools or colleges.
Thank you very much for taking your call. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Johan. I'm calling from Edexcel. Hi, our examiner allocated to mark your Y319T paper 2 papers hasn't received a script from you. There's only one candidate entered. Our main aim is to make sure that there are no unresolved entries at the end of the series. So in other words, all candidates who are entered have to be present and have a mark or absent.
Blundell Street is also responsible for the ePen library, where all the scanned scripts from Hellaby are stored according to centre and candidate.
The ePen library is more or less a backup to the ePen system, so that when something is not properly scanned or the image is not clear on ePen, we get requests from the operations team, and then we extract the particular script you're looking for. The examiner looks at it and resolves the query.
As well as keeping track of every script going through the marking process, staff here also monitor examiners.
They all start off at a basic risk, medium risk for each examiner, depending on how many errors we actually pick up through the contents of the scripts, and for every single script that they've been marking, we then move them up to a higher level of risk, or we reduce the level of risk for that particular examiner.
Hi, how are you doing?
For examiner Fiona Mapp, who works from her home in Hertfordshire, the new electronic system has improved efficiency considerably. The contrast between the old system and the new is like night and day.
It is a system which, really does speed up the marking, makes it more accurate. I'm a team leader, so in terms of my administrative duties of overseeing a team, it has been very beneficial because I can keep a constant monitor now on what my team are doing, what they're marking, how they're marking, how many they've marked in a certain period of time.
The ePen system is just one of several projects that are powering an e-revolution at Edexcel. From 2005, every teacher will be able to access detailed performance reports to compare an individual question answered by a student with others across the country. In addition, examiner reports and other key data will, for the first time, be available on Results Day.
This is the original DIDA.
Carol Griffiths is part of a team charged with delivering the latest innovation, a new diploma in digital applications known as DIDA.
It is entirely paperless. Each unit has a dedicated e-portfolio which is produced from a summative project brief, and they submit it electronically. Our moderators access it electronically, and the results are produced electronically.
DIDA's popularity provides a glimpse into the future of the examinations process in particular and education in general. Jerry Jarvis is the man charged with piloting the changes at Edexcel.
The vision for me and the vision for our business is that we deliver a level of service and support to our students that is unprecedented.
For years, exams have been shrouded in mystery and fraught with difficulties. Today, as a Pearson company with groundbreaking technology, Edexcel is making the process more accessible to candidates. Edexcel has seen a great flourishing of e-learning solutions. It's helped the company to achieve better quality and higher standards, and to deliver results to students much earlier than previously possible.
We're very, very proud to be leading the way here at Edexcel. In the end, this is all about helping teachers to teach, giving students the very, very best that they can, the widest range of vocational and academic qualifications, where students themselves are setting the pace, perhaps even on-demand testing when students are ready for that. That really is what this technology is all about, and what we're very, very proud to be associated with. That's what we're doing here at Edexcel.
Yeah.